Welcome to the Catamount Football Show with Coach Kit Carpenter. I'm Bill Mayo, and this week we'll take a look back at the South Paulding game and also talk about the upcoming contest with the Rome Wolves. So stay right here, back with more Catamount football after these messages.
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back to local organizations that make the Dalton area such a great place to live. Proud of the work we do, dedicated to the customers we serve. Direct Packaging, your largest single-source packaging distributor manufacturer in North Georgia. Contact us today.
Industrial sales after hours service. This is Raymond. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, sure can. We can meet you in about 15 minutes. Does that work? Hey, Heath, you got to go to work.
I'm go.
Good hit, Aiden. Good hit.
Papa, why are you and Dad always running off to work like that?
Well, at Kaler Industrial, we always tell our customers we don't expect their business, we earn their business.
Welcome back to the Catamount Football Show. And Coach, let's talk a little bit about Friday night. It was a wild one, to say the least, right?
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, that many points scored on Harmon Field, I don't know that that's never really happened. I don't know. That's got to be up there close to the top.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at what South Paulding did on offense, and boy, their offensive line was impressive, right? I mean, 300-pound across the board almost.
They did, and they've got a guy, a Power 5 tackle that really kind of proved himself and blocked us like he was supposed to block us, and it made it tough with us. And as our guys continued to battle, they kind of settled in and got things figured out. But then they have dynamic backs, and at number one, you have him tackled in the backfield, and then he breaks it for about 40.
He's a college back too, right?
Oh,
he's got several offers and a really good player.
Did, and the quarterback I think has got an offer from Cal, and so it makes it tough. It's one thing to have the right scheme, to know exactly what they're about to do, make the right call, and then they just blow you out of there, and that makes it tough.
Offensively, pretty good night for several of the offensive guys, and played well and produced a lot of points. Offensive line blocked well, I thought.
Absolutely, from they really kind of played how they're capable of playing, and it does not surprise me in the least bit that we scored 41 points in the first half, because the line, the coaches, the players, everything was in unison last week.
We certainly know what us who are around practice every day know what Kareem is, but it was nice to see him kind of have a coming out party on Friday night. Right?
Without a doubt. And even playing on defense, he had a couple of big stops, certainly on a 2-point conversion that he was able to stop, and that gives us an additional advantage.
Talk about I think one of the unique things from Friday was the 2 onside kicks. Talk about that a little bit.
It is. So I guess last Thursday, we were getting ready to practice our onside, and the way that Pepe lined up, I said, hey, man, we're getting ready to kick this thing sideways. He says, oh, yeah, I know. Well, it looks exactly the same as when he kicks it deep. Coach Thompson had did a great job to scouting what their offense or their kick return team did, and he was able to get him to put him right where he wanted to. And then we had two great recoveries. One, I think Bubba got one, and then Warner Ross got the other one.
I think the excitement, if you've not been on a football sideline before, when somebody recovers an onside kick, that's probably one of the things that gets sidelines the most jazzed. I mean, touchdowns and interceptions do, but an onside kick just seems to get electric, right?
It does, because everybody's in secret, and all of a sudden there it happens, and so it was good.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. I think that's what it is. It's a secret, and we're keeping it all. 90 guys over there keeping that secret. All right, very good. We'll stay right here, back with more Catamount football after this break.
If you are selling or buying real estate, we are here to help.
Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has been guiding the Dalton community home since 1974.
Please contact the #1 real estate company in Northwest Georgia for all your real estate needs.
All right! Oh yeah, baby!
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
Board of Dalton would like to recognize our past and present Dalton Public School teachers. 2018 Ms. Risley Lee Dean, 2019 Mr. Freddie Fuentes, 2020 Ms. Riz Teresa Hensley, and 2021 winner Ms. Riz Jennifer Sumner. Board of Dalton, your hometown Ford dealership. Go Catamounts!
At Beautiful Smiles by Design, we are proud of our small town heritage. Located in Dalton and Calhoun, Georgia, we serve our community with pride. We have extended hours, including early and late appointments. Plus, we are open Saturdays for your convenience. To see more of our amazing transformations, please visit us on www.beautifulsmilesdentistry.com or visit our Instagram page. For all your family and cosmetic dental needs, come to Beautiful Smiles by Design.
We're back to Catamount football. We've got our coaches interview segment. We've got Coach Cole Bennett. Coach, welcome to the show.
I'm glad to be here, Bill. This is one of the highlights of my year, and I circled this date every year on the calendar, and it got bumped up earlier. So I'm pretty pumped that I want to get it out of the way. You know, maybe we'll go far in the playoffs and come back.
I know public speaking is one of your favorite things to do, right?
Yeah, as someone who's socially awkward, yeah, it's definitely on the highlight of my list.
Talk a little bit about your position group this year, what your responsibilities are, and what you're doing with the football team.
So this year I'm with tight ends and H-backs pretty much exclusively, although we do spend a ton of time with the offensive line. We nicknamed the H-backs the Herberts, and there's only one right now, is Jackson Blackwood, but they have a lot of fun. It's good to kind of bounce around and work with y'all, and then go with Coach Long and work with the receivers and stuff too. So
we've kind of gone through a phase where we didn't have a whole lot of tight end bodies, and then we had a couple that we played, but now we're back to having. You've got 3 or 4 guys in that group. Talk about a little bit about the development of them and where we are with the tight ends.
Right. So we got a senior in John Frank Patterson, Vicus as we call him, after the helmet he has. Then we got Bennett and Anderson Jackson. We got Jackson Blackwood playing fullback, and then we've got Austin Davis, we call Stickman or Groot, Skeletor. He's got many nicknames. We're trying to bring him along. So we've actually got a large group of guys, much larger than we've had before. You know, we've had really good tight ends, but we've had 1 or 2. Right. We've not had the the amount that we've had. So it's very exciting about, especially for the future.
Talk a little bit about what a tight end does for an offense and what it does to a defense when we've got 1 or 2 in the game.
Well, for a lot of defenses, once you line up a tight end, it really limits their adjustments. And when you bring a second one into the game, most high school defenses have 1, maybe 2 adjustments to the tight end. So it definitely gives us a lot more flexibility in the run game and the pass game. It gives defenses a lot more to think about. And then as we kind of build this offense out and, looking at some of the, 1 or 2 of the young tight ends we have coming up, the ability to get in spread sets and then get into tight sets without changing personnel is definitely in our advantage going forward.
I think it kind of makes the defense show their hand and show who they want to be when you've got a tight end out there, right? They've got to
right, absolutely. Especially in 2 tights, there's just not a lot that a high school team can do, especially because you don't really see it every week. With spread being as prevalent as it is in high school. You get a team that has a tight end that has been playing spread teams, especially 5-6 weeks, and you got 1 week to prepare for 1, 2, 3 tight end sets. Definitely.
We're watching film on Carrollton and the 2 teams that they played up until this point. We saw, probably 100 snaps of film or 110, and there were maybe 10 or 15 snaps with the tight end in the game. That was
just a single tight end. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So how about the other side of your responsibilities with the team is you work hand in hand with Coach Thompson on the strength and conditioning, and you're kind of the nutritionist for the guys too. Talk about that side of the role. I know that's something you really like, is being involved with the strength and conditioning part.
Yeah, I was always a meathead, and in college I really liked digging into the weights and reading the nutrition manuals, and we just try to give them whatever help we can. The high school kids are difficult in terms of, they want to eat a lot of fast food and things like that. So we're just trying to piecemeal out what they can handle in terms of food. And then, hydration has been a real big issue here lately, especially as humid as it's been a couple of Fridays. Just talking to the kids about drinking water, eating right, and salting their food, and electrolyte supplements.
I think one thing I hear you, and maybe expand on this a little bit, because I hear you tell them that all the time, but it doesn't start. They can't hydrate on Thursday to play Friday, right? It's a 4 or 5 day process.
Absolutely, it's an ongoing thing that you need to start early in the week, and not just water. Make sure you're eating, make sure you're getting enough salt, and especially if you're a heavy sweater, ingesting additional salt. But a lot of those guys, especially they get Thursday or Friday, and they just don't eat. Whether it's nerves or they just have low appetite, and then that kind of compounds, and you get into Friday night, you just don't have a lot of energy because you have not been eating and you're not hydrated.
One of the things going on at the school is new weight room is about to be installed. Talk about how excited you guys are for that, and what it's going to kind of look like.
Well, we're super excited. It started as just it was time for a new floor. And then it kind of snowballed into, well, if we're getting a new floor, maybe this is time to look at the weight room. And thankfully, Dr. Scott and the school board was on board with that. We pushed forward, top of the line floor. Coach Thompson will give more details, but I'm really excited about the equipment, which is from Rogue Fitness out of Ohio, huge in CrossFit and strongman, garage gyms. I own a lot of their stuff. We have a few of their things here, and everything we bought is top of the line. So we'll be the only one, I believe, in the immediate kind of area that has this equipment.
All right. Before we let you go, update us on your family, and they're starting to grow up and get into football and soccer and everything else, right?
So I have a 6th grader, a 3rd grader, and a pre-K, and the 6th grader started football this year, first time playing. So he's playing tight end, receiver, and he's kicking. We almost had a situation where he scored a touchdown and got to kick the extra point, but we ended up having to go for 2. So you don't usually see that.
So how was it? Did he have a big touchdown celebration, spike the ball?
No. we can't do any of that. But we are playing your favorite Eurosport soccer. I know you're always interested to see how they're doing, and the footwork that they pick up from there is definitely shown up here in middle school. So.
Excellent. Very good. We appreciate everything you do for Catamount football. Stay right here. We'll be back with more after these messages.
We're super fired up down here at Cherokee Brewing, getting ready for another football season. Don't forget to come down and check out one of our 24 beers on tap. We got the brewcade going on. Also want to remind you that we do have a drive-thru set up behind the Oakwood Cafe, so you can get your favorite chicken tenders without getting out of the car. Keep an eye out for our concerts out at Walnut Hill Farm on the weekends this fall, and also be prepared for our Georgia Grown produce boxes with gathered goods. We appreciate all your support, and go teams this year. I hope everybody makes it to the playoffs. Woo!
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr.
And I'm Chris Hicks.
And we're the Transformers crew.
With over 40 years of experience from brakes, AC tune-ups, oil changes, and custom rebuilt transmissions, Transformers is your #1 automotive repair source. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility conveniently located here on Sugar Road, and we also offer financing for those unexpected repair needs. So come and check out the real professionals, because we are
Transformers.
Transformers Transmission and Complete Auto Repair Specialist.
I'm relatively aware the modern world demands fast. My series helped explain much about time and speed, but gig-link internet speeds go beyond to offer amazing upload and download speeds, whatever that is.
Now everyone at home can download multiple high-definition videos, send and receive emails, and surf the web with no loss of speed. Expand your universe. Data at the speed of light. Squared. Sign up today.
Back to the Catamount Football Show, and we've got our coaches interview segment. We've got Coach Ethan Marlow. Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
So you've switched from offense last year to defense. So talk about your transition over to the other side of the football, the dark side, as we call it on offense, and your roles now.
It was a smoother transition. Originally, I was a defensive guy. I played here for Coach Carpenter and Coach Bennett. And then Coach Lamb, when he hired me back, he said he wanted me to do running backs, which was kind of a change-up, but really had a good group last year, worked with them. Learned a lot, took my defensive knowledge and kind of try to teach those guys how certain blitzes and certain twists and things were going to happen to pick up and pass protection and other things. But now I'm back with Coach Bennett working with the defensive line.
So how did being on offense last year help you as a defensive coach this year? What do you think you gained from that experience?
Just seeing how things are called offensively. You know, I already had an idea, but just seeing the other way of it and seeing protections and different things like that, seeing how routes set up and different using the back end protections and releasing them and things like that, that helped a lot.
So one of the things you guys have been battling this year is the offensive lines that we're facing Friday night after Friday night. 300-pound guys, right? And we don't have 300-pound DLs. So what are you guys doing? What are you, Coach Bennett, working on to help those guys with their technique or when they're taking on these big monsters?
Just trying to get them to stay low, trying different things. We've put them on the move. We've twisted. We've slanted. We've said, hey, just shoot the gap.
Explain. Somebody watching may not know what a twist is when you're talking about a twist. Explain what you're talking about with a twist.
As a defensive lineman, you're responsible for a gap. So you may be lined up in the A gap, B gap, so on. You're still going to attack the guy in front of you. But on a twist stunt, it's more like a slant, and then one of the linemen is going to loop around it. So it's a slant with a loop, essentially, and we're changing gap responsibility there.
So you're trying to confuse the poor offensive lineman, right?
Sir.
You're trying to take advantage, and
yes, sir.
You got one guy slanting and one guy looping,
yes, sir.
And you're trying to trick them. That's probably not very fair, I don't think.
Well, you like to run trap and counter on us, so we have to do something to counteract that.
I know that's where you played in high school. How does that benefit you when you're out there working with those guys every day and working with Coach Bennett?
It helps a lot. You know, being an undersized lineman as I was, you know, it helps relating to these guys. Now when I played, we saw these lines in the first and second rounds of the playoffs, not the every week.
Right.
So it's a little bit different, but just kind of the same things. Just knowing the terminology, knowing the techniques. Knowing Coach Bennett, you know, we're obviously two different people, but we're kind of on the same page a lot of times, so that's really good as well. So.
Another role you fill for the football team is you do a lot of video analytical type work. Talk about that, because that's a lot. You put a lot of time into that, and there's a lot to it. I don't think people realize what goes on maybe behind the scenes.
Yeah, we really work 7 days a week. We only come in 6, but it's really a lot. Saturdays and Sundays are a lot of time breaking down film, cutting things up. We're either cutting film. Once we get it cut up and shared out, we're always putting in data. And I think we're doing a good job as the whole staff. Everybody's using that as a very big tool because, like you said, we don't have the size and sometimes we don't have the talent, but we're going to find a way to win.
When you look at multiple games from an offense, say you see them play 3 or 4 games, what kind of things do you start picking up when you're watching that film? What do you see? Certain tendencies or keys, or what are you looking at for?
Yeah, you want to look at tendencies. Coach Carpenter does a really good job with it, but you want to look at what they're running with certain formations. We go in depth and look at personnel as well. So
explain that, explain how that helps. Because I think that's really something interesting that people might want to hear.
So if they have a certain receiver they like to go to in a certain formation, we'll know it. Or if they like to follow the H-back or the tight end, we'll know it based on what our breakdown is and the certain formations they give us. So really, we dig in as much as we can put in and dig out. We're going to do it.
Right,
So.
and I think when you span it over time like that, you may have a guy, the play caller, doesn't necessarily realize sometimes that he's doing that. But when you go back and do a self-scout as an offense, or what you guys are doing, you say, oh, this some of those things just stand out clear as a bell, right?
Yeah, the more games we have, the better we can see it because we have a bigger pool. Now we also have to look at different things like, what was the game scenario? Was it a blowout and they put the backups in, things like that. But a lot of times people are going to run their base stuff and we're going to find it. So.
And you're a math teacher here at the high school. Talk
Yes,
about
sir.
that for a second.
I teach math. This is my second year back here. I'm teaching Algebra 1 and Geometry, so having lots of fun in the classroom doing that.
All right, very good. Well, thanks for everything you do for Catamount Football. I appreciate you coming on.
All right, thank you.
Stay right here. We're back with more in just a minute.
Buy from the pros who know at Proformance Sports Academy. Our pro shop has one of the largest selections of bats, gloves, and cleats in the North Georgia area, featuring Rawlings, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Mizuno, and the largest New Balance cleat dealer in the area. We provide baseball and softball gear for travel leagues, rec leagues, middle school, and high school programs. Get your baseball and softball training, equipment, and uniforms from the former collegiate and professional players who know at Proformance Sports Academy. ProformanceSportsAcademy.com.
Dalton Fire Protection, Industrial Life Safety, and Commercial Security Experts. Fire sprinklers, fire extinguishers, fire alarm systems, clean agent suppression systems, backflow devices. Go Catamounts. ASA, the Life Safety Company.
Dad, look, I found a lost puppy.
Well, I'm not lost exactly, but hey, are you planting that tree? Wait, where are the flags? The paint? Didn't you contact 811?
I've dug here before, it's fine.
Contacting 811 to have all underground utilities marked is the law, and it protects us all. Here, let me borrow your cell phone.
Dogs don't use cell phones.
Humans shouldn't dig before contacting 811. I mean, woof.
Online or on the phone, contact 811 at least 2 business days before any digging project. Brought to you by Georgia 811.
Can we keep them?
Warner Ross in motion. Brady looking to go downfield. He's got a man wide open. He's got 2 men wide open.
And what a catch!
What a catch!
Oh my goodness!
Wow!
Oh my goodness!
That was Kareem Page with another up and over.
Holy cow right there. He had 2 men against one wide open, and Kareem goes and makes an excellent play because I thought, oh no, we're going to throw that short.
Every community has challenges.
But where others see challenges,
we see opportunities.
Opportunities to harness the pride
and strengths of Whitfield and Murray counties.
to fight for the education, basic needs,
and health of every person
in our local community.
We are the hand raisers,
game changers,
and the problem solvers.
United,
We can create a community where
everyone,
is part of something bigger than themselves.
be inclusive,
be bold,
be kind.
Live united.
Thank you.
"54 years. How did we get here?" It's that we made meaningful relationships and helped so many people along the way. And that is the measure of a man.
AFG has a new look and a new downtown location. Still the same great service you've come to expect for the last 50 years. Providing health insurance for employers, individuals, and seniors. Come enroll with us. and go Big Red.
So it was youth night at Harmon Field. That was kind of neat to see all those young fellows coming parading through the helmet.
That is. Those kids get so excited coming down through there. We've got a lot of coaches' kids that you would think that would kind of be over it, but they did such a good job of getting those kids recognized, and they get excited.
Always great when the kids come out. I like the entry onto the field.
It is. It was a great crowd out Friday night, and they were into it. You know, it's really exciting. It was really a great football game to watch if you like high-scoring affairs.
That's right. And the weather was fabulous, so that's always a good thing.
It is.
Student
nice.
section getting excited. So they won the toss and deferred.
So they kick it there to our fastest player, and he's getting there and warmed up there, and all of a sudden he kind of kicks it, but they do a good job of covering down the field. Now that's number 17. He's a defensive lineman for him.
Mm-hmm. Brady doing a good job of scrambling out of the pocket. I think that was a third down too.
It was like 3rd and 7,
yep.
and does a great job. And he's like the fourth receiver that he throws to.
Yep.
Does a great job of concentrating and catching it.
Picks up a nice first down right there.
So right here, you can't see it on this part of the screen, but our guy's wide open in the middle of the field. Yep. You know, there's an example of really having the right thing called and they just blowing us out of there. That was one of their tackles there.
And we gave him a short field on the
interception they did. But yep. That was a crucial missed field goal right there. That kind of made some other things come into play later in the game that, you know, we're trying to go up by 3 scores. Yep. And, you know, you can't miss the free ones.
Quarterback draw action right here.
Yeah, Brady did a great job, and you know, Eric kind of said he was going to settle in and let him run the ball, and he did a great job with it.
Good protection, and we just got Journey wide open, and he turns on the jets.
Oh yeah, he's not even close when he catches in his run. Great job.
I like the excitement too.
Great protection right here. Yeah. You know, he sits there, he steps up in the pocket and throws a strike.
So that puts us back with the extra point coming up here, 7-6. You know, at some point, coaches start chasing that. When you miss one, you start chasing that extra point, right? You start, when do I go for 2? What do you do?
Yeah, you do. And we kind of stayed with it. It was a great job right there by number 55. You know, Ilo kind of knifed in there, in between, wrong arms it. Does a great job of getting down in there and stopping the run. You can kind of see him right there, number 55. You kind of lose him, but he's in great position to make the play. You know, it's another guy, you know, they run it, and all of a sudden they're just going to turn around and just quick throw it to you. And, you know, it's tough to try to cover everything.
You see they've got everybody wadded on that left side of the field, kicking off, just trying to keep it.
That's right. Coach Cole really worked on trying to get, return it back to the right side to take advantage of them being where they were positioned.
Good hard running right there.
That's right. That's Blanchard. He's done a great job. Did a great job right here on the buck sweep. You know, he can absolutely run when he gets outside.
He is. He's dangerous. He's a good changeup with Journey and Greenwade.
Here's a great look at it. Great block right there. You know, it's easy when you knock the guy down.
That's right.
He's got choices.
Coming back the other way with it, and
you know, this is what he does best. You know,
Journey just gets a corner. We didn't give him a lot of help right there. He just outran him.
He does, and it doesn't look like he's running very fast, but all of a sudden he just runs by everybody.
Mm-hmm. Good protection.
Throws a strike right in there to Warner Ross. Did a great job of catching the ball this week.
Come back again.
And here it is.
Yep. Just a great cut. And then I like how he gets north and south. You know, he's going sideways. He makes that one, puts his foot in the ground, and he's going towards the end zone.
He does. You know, and you can see the excitement. You can see the excitement in the crowd. That kind of kept the kids juiced up, and it was really, really a lot of fun. But right there, that's what he does, man. He just all of a sudden he gets there.
Good job by Ozzie Medina at left guard there, kicking out the end as he was running up the field. So we're still in the first quarter.
Yes, sir. It was a great job of Pepe kicking. He's done everything that we've asked him to do. and even has some specialty tricks up his sleeve. And here's one of them now. He does a great job of onsiding it from normal depth. Bubba goes up and gets that one. We had the momentum. We go and get it. Everybody's jacked up.
I like number 24 on that. He's like, I hope there's a replay. You watch him. He's backing up like, oh no, I don't want that ball.
It is, and Coach Thompson, like I said, scouted them pretty well and knew where we needed to kick it. And there it goes. Boom. Uh-oh. There it is. Yep. That's great. That's the biggest secret in town.
Absolutely.
Get a good trick kick on them.
Love it. So this is a chance to jump up 2 scores right here, or 1 score, sorry.
So the very next play, he goes, throws it deep. Kareem goes up and gets it. Man, what a great job.
Absolutely. That's almost just a jump ball, and I like Kareem's odds on those jump balls. He's going to take it, and
he's done a great job doing everything we've asked him to do, and probably his biggest growth is in his leadership. Voted the team captain. The way he demonstrates his play on the field is how he's leading. Oh, what a great block right there.
Yeah, that was Grant dumping one.
Anytime you get that, it works well.
I think this was the most physical game the offensive line's played in probably 3 years.
I think so too. You guys have really spent some time working on them, work them, and it really kind of came time to make it happen. Ooh, that was tough right there. They went a little stop and go on our guy, kind of bit. But here's some of the things that makes it good for us. If we can keep him from getting started, we're able to slow him down. But at the end of the day, you can't really make him any bigger.
He's getting a full house backfield right there. Now they decide to go for 2.
And there's a great play by Kareem, getting ready to knock the ball out. Yep. So now they're down 2 points rather than just 1. Kick it here to Blanchard. Blanchard's trying to work his way back to the left, but again, still a great return right there. He brings it up to about the 40.
Come back with it.
Tyson Greenway really ran the ball hard.
He did run the ball. I think he had 100 and, I don't know, what he had 120 yards rushing, I think, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But there, he's not a very easy back to tackle. This is a great play, man. Eric sets it up nicely. This kind of throw back across the field, and Krim does a great job of really wanting to get in the end zone.
I was going to say, look at him battling. He gets it all the way down to the 3-yard line. Great job.
They do such a good job of setting this up.
Yep. Good play action. You get an aggressive defense, and if you get somebody to really sell the play action, it's a real weapon, isn't it?
It is, and they really try to play really tight with their safeties, and by them doing that, is able to set some things up. It's a great job right here of Tyson getting in the end zone for the touchdown.
Yep. He saw a hole on the backside and actually cut that thing back into the backside A-gap and ran right into John Ridley. Had a good block going on that big nose man, and Tyson just pops it in there.
That's right.
John was outweighed by, probably 120 pounds, 150 pounds.
Every week. I think at this point we're looking to go, so we go up here, and here in a little while we decide to go for 2 to try to make it a 3-score game. Right here we're up 9. And then we go back.
Right through the wickets.
Yep, right
and it's
there.
24 again.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
It is, and unfortunately they took him out after that.
They might have left him on the left him in the stadium.
They may have, but here's just a great job he does, and boom, boom. Great call, great execution.
I was so glad when I got off kickoff return when we went to college, because that was your number one fear, that they were going to come and kick it right at you.
Oh, yeah. Here's another tough run. Yep. Great downfield blocking. Just a shoestring tackle there. We really got them on the ropes right here. And then, we see this every week. I like our chances.
Absolutely. Good play action. Another play action catch for a touchdown. Off of power that we run quite a bit.
Yeah, they had it executed perfectly.
Yep. That's guys standing in the end zone got a good look at that. We got a crowd that always like to, they don't want to sit in their seats. They want to stand down there on the fence, right? That's been going on for how many years?
Oh, gosh, probably as long as Harmon's been here.
50 years, 60 years.
And so there we tried to go. We didn't do a good job of hemming them up there, but, it's just, we've got to be perfect every snap. And usually if we're not, we're really not. And he's able to get the ball and kind of scamper on down.
Come back, Brady reads it and pulls it and makes a nice, tough run right here.
Mm-hmm. Great job of Tyson hitting the hole right there and gaining.
Just got tripped up, or he probably had another 10 or 15 yards with it.
Oh, yeah. Now here's another great throw. Kareem puts the double move on him. He bites on the same thing our guy bit on, and we're able to get a great throw and a catch.
Another look at it. Good pass protection. They brought in a couple of the big guys, their big offensive linemen in situations on defense.
They
71 and 70, bring them in and try to bully our guys.
They did. 87, their big H-back, I think, plays some as well. Makes it tough.
Yep. It's a great job. Well executed play by everybody.
Great extra point.
So now we're at 41-26 with 3:24 to go in the half.
This quarterback was really a run threat all night. He had done it in the previous games. We were able to keep him kind of in the pocket. Bulldog does a great job right there of stopping him there on the draw. And there's just the scrum.
Yep. And this is, Belichick is the one that at least started talking about this, where you 2-for-1 them, right? You score at the end of the first half and get the opening possession of the second half.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're going in for halftime right now, and we'll take a break and be back in just a minute.
Direct Packaging is your complete one-stop packaging supplier of choice. In addition to being the largest in-stock packaging and adhesive supplier in North Georgia, Direct Packaging also manufactures boxes while adhering to the same service standards our customers have come to expect. With over 170,000 square feet of packaging and specialty films, boxes, and adhesives, we are the leader for packaging supplies. Direct Packaging is committed to our customers. We have a dedicated fleet ready to serve you. We pride ourselves in being able to deliver upon receipt in a 60-mile radius within a 4-hour window. Our friendly staff is very knowledgeable and willing to help in any way that we can. With years of experience in the packaging industry, we can find the right product that suits your packaging needs. Direct Packaging also believes in supporting our community. We proudly serve by giving back to local organizations that make the Dalton area such a great place to live. Proud of the work we do, dedicated to the customers we serve. Direct Packaging, your largest single-source packaging distributor manufacturer in North Georgia. Contact us today.
Home is a place where all are welcome. It's where the story begins. It's not a place, it's a feeling. Home is where the heart is. At Furniture of Dalton, we handpick each of our 150 brands so that you can find your perfect heart's desire. Come see what you've been missing at Carpets of Dalton and Furniture of Dalton, the destination that brings you home. Exit 328 off I-75.
If you are selling or buying real estate, we are here to help.
Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has been guiding the Dalton community home since 1974.
Please contact the #1 real estate company in Northwest Georgia for all your real estate needs.
Board of Dalton would like to recognize our past and present Dalton Public School teachers. 2018, Ms. Risley Lee Dean. 2019, Mr. Freddie Fuentes. 2020, Ms. Riz Teresa Hensley. And 2021 winner, Ms. Riz Jennifer Sumner. Board of Dalton, your hometown Ford dealership. Go Catamounts!
At Beautiful Smiles by Design, we are proud of our small town heritage. Located in Dalton and Calhoun, Georgia, we serve our community with pride. We have extended hours, including early and late appointments. Plus, we are open Saturdays for your convenience. To see more of our amazing transformations, please visit us on www.beautifulsmiles.com. BeautifulSmilesDentistry.com or visit our Instagram page. For all your family and cosmetic dental needs, come to Beautiful Smiles by Design.
Come back second half, and they got the opening kickoff and went down a couple of 2 or 3 plays and ended up tying the game.
He has 82 points through 3 quarters. Crazy.
So here we come back on offense. Another play action. Good job by Luke looking that ball in. Good protection.
A lot of concentration right here. He catches it, goes, but all of a sudden, bang, the ball pops out and he's able to retrieve it, luckily.
I know we've talked about this, but Journey has developed so much as a pass catcher.
He has, and he's worked so hard at it over the summer that he is a legitimate threat at receiver.
No question. Here comes Tyson. Got a little penetration there, but he's able to still battle forward and pick up 2 or 3 yards.
There's Grant doing a great job coming down the field. He does a great block right there, springs Tyson. Man, just one little shoestring tackle or he scores.
See a good double team by John Ridley and Isaac Medina right there.
Man, this was great. This quarterback throwback is a great job. If it's a little bit higher, it's a touchdown.
Absolutely.
But it's a great
catching
job.
It on the run.
Now, this is tough right here. The guy does a great job. Number 9 coming off the side right there, grabs a hold of our guy, and rather than kind of tackling him, letting him fall forward, he pulls him back.
Pulls him backwards. And that was a 4th down play, so we turned it over on downs, unfortunately.
Right. It was a great play by Alcos right here, being where he's supposed to be and kind of limited to a gain of 4.
That's a big body to tackle.
It is. Great job of Brock. We're able to move him around a little bit. You know, he broke his hand in the game, and so we needed to position him in a way that would really that would help us. It was a great job by Bulldog and Bannon.
So to talk about Bannon a little bit, he's a young fellow that is really coming on, right?
He is. He's
playing both sides of the ball.
Right there he is again, kind of coming down. He is, and he's a great defensive player. And you know, with him, what he does on offense, he's really done a great job.
Mm-hmm, he really does.
Oh, that's Hezekiah coming down to kind of slow number 1 down. You know, it takes us all.
That's right.
You know, football's a team sport, so.
Host the Catamounts, as John Ward used to say.
And so what we did right here, we kind of loaded up to stop the run. That kind of left us open in the middle of the field, but we knew he wasn't going to complete it because it's too hard of a throw for him. And so, now we got lucky. The guy, you know, wasn't able to punch it in.
Here we come back with outside zone, or we're blocking like buck sweep now, so it looks the same.
That's what he does. Does great with that, getting around the corner and just really kicking the jets.
Coming back, good patience by Journey right there.
You know, what's changed more now probably over the years is when a guy's kind of getting tackled now, you want him to go down as quickly as possible. You don't want to take the chance of turnovers.
Yep. Just they came in and hit the ball right here, and the ball popped out, and unfortunately South Paulding was able to fall on it before we could get to it. So we're going into the 3rd quarter, 41-41.
It's 3rd and 10 here. They go and make a throw. You know, we've got it covered. It's well overthrown. But on 4th and 10, you know, we've got one guy, he outruns the guy that had him first. He runs past the guy that we had scheduled to pick him up second. And then our 3rd guy there to come off and slips down.
Yep.
He was in perfect position to make the interception.
Coming back out after the kickoff and rip off another 15 or 20 yard run right there by Tyson. Good blocking by the guys up front. See a replay of it. Nice job of John Ridley getting on the linebacker right there. Good push. Inside zone is becoming more and more back into our game plan. It's funny how you transition through plays during the season, and some come out 4th down, pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, it was a great throw, great catch. Gives us another down.
Yep. Good pass protection.
Yep, another great catch right there to kind of get us a little bit closer. And this is just really a great play by John Frank. They did a great job of selling it. He's all alone. and he goes down and scores. You know, the kids got excited about it. I was happy for them. You know, those kids will actually go down and get a
penalty.
We get a penalty, but you know what? It's well worth the celebration right there.
Yeah, that's good excitement. And boy, he is all alone. They chased. That's a play where the tight end kind of hides back there, and everybody flows to the right, and he just kind of hides right there, and then all of a sudden you throw it to him.
Yeah, he did. It was great, perfectly executed. So there's a penalty. So we're getting ready to kick a longer field goal, you know, for the extra point. But Pepe does a great job of going in and catching it. So we're all knotted up at 48-48.
Departing some words of wisdom here on the sidelines.
Yes, don't kick it to one. And so we got really lucky there. We just kind of bounced around there. We got them pinned deep. You know, they tried the same thing. We set it up, and man, hey, man.
Close.
It was close. I think it surprised even high Colts. To come back on third down and try the little shallow route, was still in good position. He overthrows it and about had another one.
Mm-hmm.
First punt of the night.
Great job, though. That's a key time to make him punt.
It is. They kind of kicks it on down there. And so we get the ball here at about the 38.
Good field position.
There, another great run by Tyson. Great protection. Get in there and get what we can get.
And just
guy just grabs his arm to tackle him, and he kind of pulls the ball loose.
It's a heartbreaker right there.
So now all we need to do is stop him, and quarterback keeps it on this one. Got great patience, got people there. We get the ball down. You know, it's they drive it on down. Of course, they give it to one. He goes ahead and punches it on in.
So 55-48.
What a great time to run one back.
Yes.
You know, I thought we had it there. We kicked it to a guy that can certainly do it. But he brings it out to the 30. It's a great field position.
And I think we had 1 or 2 timeouts left here, too, so we're in pretty good shape.
We did. This is 4th and 10.
Yep.
And, you know, they kind of had it covered. That was something that we ran earlier in the game. It was wide open, but they sat on that one, and you know, that's how it ended.
So that'll do it for the highlights from this game. Thanks for watching.
We're super fired up down here at Cherokee Brewing, getting ready for another football season. Don't forget to come down and check out one of our 24 beers on tap. We got the brewcade going on. Also want to remind you that we do have a drive-thru set up behind the Oakwood Cafe, so you can get your favorite chicken tenders without getting out of the car. Keep an eye out for a concert out at Walnut Hill Farm on the weekends this fall, and also be prepared for our Georgia-grown produce boxes with gathered goods. We appreciate all your support, and go teams this year. I hope everybody makes it to the playoffs. Woo!
Hi, I'm Charles R. Hicks Sr.
And I'm Chris Hicks.
And we're the Transformers crew.
With over 40 years of experience from brakes, AC tune-ups, oil changes, and custom rebuilt transmissions, Transformers is your #1 automotive repair source. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility, conveniently located here on Sugar Road, and we also offer financing for those unexpected repair needs. So come and check out the real professionals, because we are
Transformers.
Transformers Transmission and Complete Auto Repair Specialist.
Industrial Sales After Hours Service. This is Raymond. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, sure can. We can meet you in about 15 minutes. Does that work? Hey, Heath, you got to go to work.
I'm go.
Good hit, Aiden. Good hit.
Papa, why are you and Dad always running off to work like that?
Well, at Kaler Industrial, we always tell our customers we don't expect their business, we earn their business.
I'm relatively aware the modern world demands fast. My series helped explain much about time and speed, but gig-link internet speeds go beyond to offer amazing upload and download speeds, whatever that is. Now everyone at home can download multiple high-definition videos, send and receive emails, and surf the web with no loss of speed. Expand your universe. Data at the speed of light. Squared. Sign up today.
Well, Coach, we road trip this week down to Barron Stadium, a place that we're pretty familiar with playing, and a darn good football team.
They are. You know, Rome has always got great talent. You know, they've got great size, of course. That seems to be something that we say every week, but they do. To me, their offense is going to be the most difficult out of all the teams that we've faced up to this point because of the way they block and some of the things that they do. Rather than kind of throwing the ball all around, these guys just run it. And that's what makes it really, really tough. And they've got a young quarterback that can throw the ball when he has to, right? He can. He's got a great arm, and he's got great receivers. To me, what scares us the most is number 19. I think he had 300-something yards last week, never played every snap of defense, blocked a kick. He's just a tremendous athlete. And running behind a great big offensive line makes things difficult. Yeah, I think that's the thing that we're seeing. And you and I have talked about this in the last couple of shows, but in our region, it seems like the offensive lines have just grown. I mean, everybody's got 300-pounders that we played so far. They've got a guard that's 6'4", 300, if that puts it in perspective, and so, even when you hear somebody that's 255 pounds, you're like, well, he's small. Well, our guy's 205, and so it keeps it in perspective. Defensively, they're a four-man front like they've been for a while, and they've got number 91, their three technique that has been offered by Georgia and multiple Georgia Tech, you name it, he's got a bunch of offers. So they've got some talented defensive players as well. They do, and they've got two great tight ends as well. And so in their secondary, they do a great job of covering people. They really did a great job against Carrollton last week. They matched up well with them, so obviously they can run with speed. And so it'll be a great test for them. Absolutely. Stay right here. We'll be back with more in just a minute.
Ford of Dalton, home of the Power Buy, has been voted the best place to buy a new car, the best place to buy a new truck, and the best place to buy a used truck. Ford of Dalton, your hometown Ford dealership. Go Catamounts!
Dalton's fire protection, industrial life safety, and commercial security experts. Fire sprinklers, fire extinguishers, fire alarm systems, clean agent suppression systems, backflow devices. Go Catamounts. ASA, the life safety company.
54 years. How did we get here? It's that we made meaningful relationships and helped so many people along the way. And that is the measure of a man.
AFG has a new look and a new downtown location. Still the same great service you've come to expect for the last 50 years. Providing health insurance for employers, individuals, and seniors. Come enroll with us and go Big Red.
From the pros who know at Performance Sports Academy. Our pro shop has one of the largest selections of bats, gloves, and cleats in the North Georgia area, featuring Rawlings, Wilson, Louisville Slugger, DeMarini, Mizuno, and the largest New Balance cleat dealer in the area. We provide baseball and softball gear for travel leagues, rec leagues, middle school, and high school programs. Get your baseball and softball training, equipment, and uniforms from the former collegiate and professional players who know at Performance Sports Academy. PerformanceSportsAcademy.com.
If you are selling or buying real estate, we are here to help.
Coldwell Banker Kennard Realty has been guiding the Dalton community home since 1974.
Please contact the #1 real estate company in Northwest Georgia for all your real estate needs.
Hey folks, Jason Denson, Ford of Dalton, North Georgia's fastest growing dealership and home of the Power Buy. Our new Ford vehicles come with Ford of Dalton's exclusive 10-year, 150,000-mile powertrain warranty at no cost to you. FordofDalton.com. Hope to see you soon.
Coach, time to wrap up another show here. I know there's a few folks that we want to thank.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we've kind of got a tradition now, the meals that we have on Sunday, and Keller Williams did a great job of coming in and providing lunch for us as coaches. You know, it's always good to kind of get together and eat and you know, and talk about the last game and get ready for the next.
Yeah, it makes those long Sunday afternoons a little bit more palatable when you've got a nice meal.
Well, everybody's early, I can tell you.
And your dad's been doing a great job too. We need to certainly thank him for what he's done on Sundays and Wednesdays and whichever days, you name it. He's been around quite a bit.
It is, and you know, it really helps create that family atmosphere. You know, anytime you break bread together, it's good.
Absolutely, and I think we want to certainly. Barron Stadium's a great place to watch a football game.
It is, and Rome's a great little city.
Yep, places to eat. So come down before the game and make sure you go eat somewhere and then come to the game and support the Catamounts, right?
Absolutely.
All right, very good. Well, we'll close up like we always do and say we'll be back next week, same cat time, same cat channel.